welcome back to my channel. I wanted to jump on here. First of all, I am kind of trying out a webcam that they gave me to review, and I had to turn down the volume on my phone in order to use it. Otherwise I can hear all the feedback. But anyways, if this is your first time visiting my channel, please hit that subscribe button and the little bell so that you get notified of when I upload new content. Today is not a haul video, it's not a project share. Today is just very personal. I know a lot of you have been watching or listening to my videos, and you know I've been having severe excuse me, leg pain. And my doctor and I've been to the ER twice, 2 x-rays. The x-rays did not show anything. Had a CT scan, and initially we thought it didn't show anything. I have had a couple appointments over the phone with my primary care doctor, who is very good. She has diagnosed several issues that I have, even after I was misdiagnosed. And again, I am so grateful because she has figured out what is going on with my leg pain. So initially the CT scan report showed, because I'm able to access all my information with my doctor and the tests online, it initially stated that there was nothing abnormal, nothing was broken, just nothing. So we were stumped. I'm scheduled for an MRI on Friday, hoping that that would show more of what is going on, because the severe pain I'm experiencing, nobody should have to, there's no way someone could go through this severe pain and something not be wrong. This has had me down where I can't even walk for probably 3 or 4 weeks, and we've been trying to get to the bottom of it. Sometimes I'm treated okay at the ER. Sometimes I am treated as a chronic pain patient that is seeking narcotic pain meds. And it's like I told them, the only thing I'm seeking is pain relief, because this is unreal. So I went to see my primary care doctor today so she could actually see and feel my leg. She went in and she watched me walk. She looked at my leg, felt my leg all around, and I didn't realize that she had felt something. She said, "Let's take a look at your CT scan." So she opened up my CT scan and she was looking at it, and all of a sudden she says to me, "This is not normal, Ginger." She said, "I'll be right back." And she got up and she left the room. And I thought, oh my God, I have a tumor. I have a tumor. The multiple myeloma is back, full blast. You know, I didn't know what it was. She came back about 10 minutes later. And she said to me, she said, "First of all, we're going to get you a Toradol shot." And then she said, "I just got off the phone with a radiologist that read your CT scan, and he evaluated your left knee, which is perfectly fine." She said, "I saw something in your right knee, which is what we've been, the one we were supposed to scan. He actually scanned both knees, but he reported on the left one." She said, "In your left knee, you have what is called a Baker cyst. So there's some kind of underlying issue. Like, I do have a bit of arthritis. Sometime if you tear your meniscus or your ligaments or tendons are torn, it causes, and even with arthritis, it causes the fluid to increase in your joints in order to cushion those joints. Well, mine has increased so much that it has caused a cyst and a cyst protrudes on the back of your leg. And the cyst has also wrapped itself around my muscle. So what they did today, number one, I was pretty upset that the radiologist was so incompetent that, and not only that, I told everyone I had not fallen or anything. He had down in the notes on the CT scan that I had fallen, and this was a CT scan after the fall. He evaluated the left leg instead of the right. It was just a big mess, and so to me, he sounds very incompetent. But she did a steroid shot into my knee all the way down to the joint. And they're not pleasant. I've had them before. I've had a couple in my feet. I've had one in my other knee. They're not pleasant. It's a pretty big needle, and it's, it goes into your joint. So as she was putting it in, of course my knee is already inflamed and swollen and extremely sore. So she's putting it in, and I'm cringing. The nurse comes in, holds my hand, and then all of a sudden, as she keeps going, she said, "How about now?" And I said, "The pain's gone." So she had gotten to a spot on my joint that was pinpointing where all the fluid was, and she said, "Okay, we found the spot, now I'm going to put the medicine in," which she did. That was exactly what she was looking for. They also put a little bit of lidocaine in. So initially, when I first got done, I was pretty numb and I couldn't feel a whole lot. Now I'm very sore and hurting. And she told me that tonight would be a lot of hurting, still a lot of pain. But tomorrow, as the steroid gets in there and gets spread out a little bit, and we start decreasing that inflammation and hopefully some of that fluid, then I will start getting relief. But this has been a long journey, 3 to 4 weeks in severe pain that is a 10 plus. It's just about, it wears you out. It wears you out, it wears you down. I know I've sat up a couple times crying because I'm afraid no one believes me and no one's going to find out what's wrong with me, because I can't keep going on like this. Back in 2016, I fractured my pelvis. It was a double fracture. I did it without falling. Again, I have underlying medical conditions. So that was extremely painful. Pelvis fracture is. And then, anytime you have to be up on your feet, I've read a lot about the Baker's cyst. A lot of it comes from overdoing it, which I have a tendency to do sometimes. I don't take my disability well. I don't take I don't do good with resting as much as I should. But tonight I've been totally resting. And so that's where we are. Right now, I'm supposed to email my doctor on Thursday, and we're going to kind of consult together and see if I should go ahead with the MRI. Personally, my choice is to go ahead with the MRI because usually a Baker's cyst is caused by some other underlying issue. So I want to make sure there isn't anything torn and that's just the arthritis that is causing this extra fluid in my knee. If the steroid shot doesn't work, they can go in and they can actually drain the cyst. That's kind of unpleasant too. Or if need be, then they can also do surgery and get the cyst that way. So that's kind of where I'm at. It is it's a relief. It's a huge relief, I told her, to know what's going on. And I felt, I was a little upset at the radiologist for him doing a report on the wrong knee. I did look at my medical records today online, and he has written up an amended report from what he wrote before, with all the information that shows the Baker's cyst and such. I wouldn't have needed to suffer as long as I did had he found it initially. But it is what it is. We have an answer now, and hopefully going forward from this, hopefully the steroid shot gives me a little relief and we can get this inflammation down. I'm also scheduled to work with physical therapy. They can give you exercises and stuff to help get this fluid off of your knee and hopefully, shrink that cyst, as well as give you exercises to do so that the cyst doesn't reoccur. So we are hopeful that the shot will do the job and I won't have to have it drained or, even surgery. Let me be honest, that's not usually how my life works, but for some reason I always gotta take the hardest struggle. But anyways, so that is what's going on with me. Please pray for me. It's been a long journey. 4 weeks with 10 plus pain, and I can't hardly walk. It's very difficult to drive. I've been to the ER twice, and everybody looks at me like I'm crazy because they can't find anything. But it is what it is. And now I am going to prop my leg up and work on making some COVID-19 cards. Miss Norma Lisa, I got an order today after a couple people saw I actually made a couple cards, one for my father for Father's Day and one for my father-in-law for Father's Day, of the COVID-19 cards. And so I got an order for 16 cards today, and they're paying me, I won't even tell you what they're paying me, but it's very good. So that's the update. I'm going to be working on COVID-19 cards, and I'll be back soon with either I do have a package coming tomorrow, so I'll have a haul video and some project shares. I'll probably, once I get the COVID-19 cards made, I'll do a project share on that. And then I have a tutorial coming up of these great little sequin embellishments that are just, they're really awesome to make ahead and use. So that's also coming up. So have a wonderful week, and stay cool. It's hot here in California. It was about 91 today, and it's still pretty hot. I have some non-narcotic pain medicine and then my regular pain medicine, but when I take my pain medicine, it makes me really hot. I have a lot of hot flashes. So have a wonderful evening, and I'll be back soon with another video.